Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for the opportunity given to me. Thanks to the God because I can be here to explain my research proposal. Okay guys, I think it's time to explain my proposal. And proposal research title is Literature and English Language Teaching. Student Appreciation on Story Utilizing Discovery Learning. And my name is Hasbullah Hanafi, English Literature 2017. And thanks to my research officers, Professor Murni Mahmud SPD M.Hom PhD. Okay. Outline. This research proposal divided into three main sections. There is Chapter 1 that contains background, research question, objective, and the significance of the research. Then I had Chapter 2 that contains review of related literature and theoretical background. And the last section is Chapter 3 and that contains research design, subject of the research, instrument of the research, procedure of data collection and data analysis. Background. Literature is written work and could be divided into three: drama, poetry, and prose. Short story is the branch of prose, similar to novel but way too short. This makes this kind of literature from always be included in the lesson plan in order teaching language, especially the people that want English as their second language. One of the methods of teaching English is discovery learning, where the students need to create and make both questions and the answers. Previous studies, some research with a similar topic have been researched in the past. The first is Nura Hams in 2017, doing research about the application of the discovery learning model to the improvement of the students' ability to write a story in class 10, 4th State Senior High School of Parepare. And the second is Lin Indriani in 2017, make research titled Short Story Application Learning Through the Discovery Learning Model based on the character values in class 11, 16 State Senior High School of Garut. And the last is Nikki Agustina 2018, entitled Improvement Ability to Analyze Short Story with Discovery Learning Model. Research question. Essentially, I had two research questions that hopeful I could answer it at the result of my research. Firstly, is how does learning planning improve short story appreciation through students' discovery learning model? And secondly, how does the implementation of learning improve short story appreciation through the students' discovery learning models? Objectives of the research. Same with my research question, I also had two objectives. Firstly, to describe the learning planning to increase short story appreciation through the student discovery learning model. And secondly, to describe the implementation of short story appreciation learning using the discovery learning model. Significant. There are three advantages of significance, and it's for teacher, school, and the researcher. Teacher, they can take advantage of the discovery learning model in learning appreciation for short story and can find out the learning process using the discovery learning model. And for school, the school can make it as a reference learning model that can be developed for teachers of other subjects. And knowing the advantage of using the discovery learning model when applied to a subject, especially language and literature subjects. And for the researchers, as input for future researchers is developing the use of the discovery learning model in the short story appreciation learning. Theoretical background. In the theoretical background, I have four: literature, appreciation of literature, learning literature, and the discovery learning model in short story appreciation learning. Literature. According to Usman Effendi, literature is human creation in the form of spoken or written language which can create a sense of beauty. Literature is an insight that refers to the values of goodness written in beautiful language. Literature provides general insight into human, social, and intellectual problems in a distinctive way. Appreciation of literature is a term that comes from the Latin appreciation, which means to give heed, and the appreciators can familiarize themselves with literary work through several stages: introduction, understanding, appreciation, enjoyment, and application. And in learning literature, Wallach and Warren say, learning is creative study, a branch of art. Literature is everything that are written or print. Literature is an imaginative work. And the discovery learning model in short story appreciation learning, in accordance with the principle of discovery learning models itself, that discovery learning, according to Rossetti 1998, is a mental process in which students are able to assimilate a concept of principle. That mental process is observing, discussing, understanding, classifying, making guesses, explaining, measure, draw conclusion, and part of it. Theoretical framework. And this is my theoretical framework. And I use literature and English language teaching as main focus to define the application of the discovery learning model in the ability to appreciate short story into two purposes. After that, we will see if the discovery learning model is increased or not increased. Research design. In this research, the researcher will use qualitative method. Qualitative research is descriptive research and tend to use analysis. Process and meaning are emphasis more than qualitative research. The theoretical basis is used as a guide so that the research focus is in accordance with the fact in the field. Subject of the research. The research will be carried out in a school with several samples of the student. Instrument of the research. The instrument used in this research include interview and questionnaire sheets. In qualitative data analysis, researchers will use interview sheets. Meanwhile, to analyze qualitative data, a questionnaire sheets will be used. The first is interview sheets. In interview sheets, questions that will be directly asked to students who participate in this research, and the questionnaire sheet is used to find out information accurately about the understanding student in utilizing discovery learning. The sheet will be given to each student and it contains some questions about short story and that will guide students to answer work on it. Procedure of the data collection. In procedure of the data collection, I have 4 procedures. That is observation, interview, questionnaire, and written test. Data analysis. The data obtained in this study were in the form of learning process, observation sheets, the result of interviews with teachers, and the result of learning tests. The data analysis used in this research is to examine the result of these sources. And the last is references. I use journal and books as my references. Okay everyone, I think that's all, and thank you for everyone that stay and pay attention to my presentation. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.